Thank you so much. I am super excited to be here with you all today, and we are going to be talking about our SharePoint Web UI Kit, which is available in Figma. We'll talk all about that in this quick demo here, and it's essentially a way for you to be able to design engaging sites and pages. So if you aren't familiar with it already, I'm going to go ahead and pop a link in the chat so that you can follow along with us here. And so you know, this kit allows you to design communication and team sites for desktop, tablet, and mobile. Say that you're in the early planning stages of your intranet and you want to mock up a site that's based on business requirements in order to get buy-in from stakeholders. This kit will help you through a set of web parts, templates, style options, and detailed guidance so that you can quickly design engaging sites and pages in Figma. And if you have not heard of what Figma is, it's a subscription-based application that is the industry standard tool for web design. So when you're using this kit, think of it as another resource in your intranet lifecycle that you can use with your design team or others that are familiar with Figma. This is really useful for developing the look and feel of your site, as well as the flow of information before you build it in SharePoint itself. Our toolkit is divided into 3 parts. We have Change the Look, Templates and Page Elements, and Web Parts. The first part is going to be Change the Look, and this section includes theme assets, logo assets, header elements, navigation elements, and footer elements. These are available in different palettes and configurations based on your needs. The second section includes our templates and page elements for communication sites and for team sites. Here you can see ways to configure aspects like the page title region, mock-up collapsible sections, and just have a useful place for you to practice putting web parts onto the page and seeing how they flow. And then lastly, we have the web part section. This is going to include some of our most commonly used web parts with all of their associated configurations and makes it easy for you to edit and change any of those details. As a note, the items with green dots next to them are those from our most recent version release, and those are going to be available in the Figma Community Toolkit right now. So with that, I will hand it over to Brian to do a quick demo for us.
Do we have a challenge with Brian? It might be that Brian is not a presenter because I can't see him. Brian Levy, I can see him now as an attendee. Let me try to promote him as a presenter. Hopefully this works. That's my bad. I should have double checked.
No worries. Thank you.
Which role he is on. Trying to promote him, make a presenter. And Teams have this nice feature. Unfortunately, don't quote me on this, that unless we can see, if you use search and find Brian, then I can promote. But if I don't see him in a list, I cannot promote him. This is horrible. I can still see him as an attendee. Hello, Mike.
I just got him for you. Should be changing his role.
Cool.
Well,
whatever reason, thank you, David. It wasn't listed on my attendee list. So.
Okay.
All right. We'll cut all of this away. Never happened. There's no proof after this call. So.
Movie magic.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I need to be able to share my screen too.
I was able to unmute you, but I think we now have the same problem. So I gave you the mute. Yes. Now I can see you. Excellent. The muting helps on getting you listed on here, and now can make you a presenter. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
There we
now
go.
You can share.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And all of this will be cut, so don't worry about it. Take it away, Brian.
Okay. It's all part of the deal.
Yes.
Let me share my screen, and we can get right into this. So our SharePoint UI Kit is located on Microsoft's Figma community page. The link that was shared will take you right to the kit, and it's right here, and it has a description. First thing we'll do is we're going to like it. We can open up, or open it right up in Figma, and just take a couple minutes to load up. And so if you're not familiar with Figma, once you open in Figma, it gets copied to your drafts. So it's your copy to work with, and you can open as many copies as you want for your needs. And we have it organized, as Nicole said, in a few sections. We've got getting started, change the look, templates and page elements, and web parts. In getting started, we have some just some basic introduction information about what's in the kit. There's some guidance on just kind of the basics of getting started. The two main paths that we have for working is you can start from scratch, or you can use one of our templates. There's also some other helpful tips just for navigating around the Figma UI and using web parts and resizing things that you can always refer to if you have trouble with things not working as you expect. And then lastly, in getting started, we have a list of resources that you can refer to in order to, help you either learn more about Figma, or learn about, we got accessibility information, theming, the fonts and icons that are used within the kit, and then also some learning links for creating sites, Figma tips, and that kind of stuff. So just a good place to refer to if you have any questions or need help with anything. We can always ping us in the SharePoint community, or ping us on the community site with comments, which we could always reply to. Going back to the kit, there's a change log. That's not very information, but once we get into the change the look section, we have the ability to change the theme colors. And we have all of the colors for all of the out-of-the-box themes for SharePoint. And in this section, it instructs you kind of how you could generate your own theme designer and copy those and have your own custom themes. And then how to change the site styles. That comes out of the box with the teal theme, but you can always go and change those local colors, which are in the right-hand pane where you have the styles and whatnot, and you could edit those. In the future, we're hoping to work on something more automatic, in which you can just switch themes and it will apply to all the things, all of the elements in the pages automatically. But that's down the road a little bit. Logos are a place where you can either customize the logos throughout the kit. There's just different sizes for different applications. Any logos set globally can always be overridden on an instance by instance basis. And like all of our pages within the kit, there's guidance for how to use these components, and some instructions for how to, change the logos or and that kind of stuff. We just ship with just placeholder logos to go with. And so then we can also navigate. We can also change the looks on the. Sorry, I'm trying to get more. Anyways, okay. We've got all of the headers. We've got site headers, the suite headers, both teams and communication sites. So we have all of the different layouts. We've got minimal, compact, standard, extended, and for both, and then the different sizes for the different viewport sizes down to mobile. The navigation, we cover both the horizontal navigation, hub navigation, and the vertical navigation for a team site. And all of these components are can be copied and pasted into your templates if you start from scratch. And then footer information if you want a standard footer or a extended footers. The real power in the kit comes from our templates. We supply some basic communication site templates as well as team site templates. And like everything else, we have guidance on which templates to use where, as far as we have sizing guidance. So if you want to use, we have large, medium, and small, desktop, tablet, and mobile. And then just some some instructions about how everything's created or built. And along with the templates, we have either blank templates or we have, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of running around here. We have some blank templates, as well as pre-filled out templates that you can change and move around. Let's see here. Blank templates. I haven't been on this. You have to excuse me. I haven't been on this kit for a couple of months, so I'm just trying to remember some things. Next to, hold on a second. Base templates. Okay. Oh, okay. So we can just copy and paste templates just straight from our site. And within those templates are all of the web part components that we can go in and we can edit those, which are the web part, where we get to the web parts. So we've shipped it with a good number of web parts, and each web part we have, for example, the hero. Everything has a set of documentation for how to use them. Every web part that we've shipped, we try and give you as much control and modification as possible. So you don't have to, you can easily move things around and change it. So for example, if we have a hero, we have the ability to change, the number of tiles, the different sizes for the different breakpoints. So it changes the sizes. So if you get to a really small one, it's just a carousel. For the large one, it's the big one with the things. Then for each of the components, we can change. We could change all the information. We can change the title text, which I don't know what just happened there. So that's a bug. But each one can also be configured to show a. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. But you could either change the text. I don't have the fonts. So anyways, I apologize for that. New machine. So everything has the ability to be configured, customized. You could change the images or the text. They could have background colors or no background colors. That's just the hero component. Let me go to one last part that we can show is, for example, if we have, every web part has examples at different sizes for all of the different permutations of column sizes. One column, right-hand column, half, 2/3, 1/3. So we try to make it easy to just go in and grab a web part and copy it. We can go back to our template, go into the section where it's supposed to be, where it's supposed to live, and we can just paste it in there. And again, I don't have the fonts, so it won't let me do it. But imagine that Oh, it did get pasted there. Yay. Yeah, right. So then we have the component within the page, we make it so it fits, and then we could show the headers. You can go into each of the individual pieces and edit the okay, something is not. There we go. All of the information on an individual basis. So it makes it really easy to move things around from size to size, and just makes it really quick to mock up your pages. You have the ability to take sections and move them around from one side to another, one place to another. Yeah, that's our kit. I know we kind of ran over time here. And I had a few technical bugs, so hopefully that wasn't too much of a distraction. So, yeah, Nicole sent the link in the meeting, and we hope it helps you with your projects.
Awesome. So we'll just end with a couple closing slides here. So I saw some chatter in the chat here, but just to answer some of these pieces, there is a subscription for Figma, but there are free plans. So feel free to refer to Figma's website for more information there. We do get questions around if we can export or convert the design. Right now, Figma does not build the pages in SharePoint. So once you do finalize that design in Figma, you would need to build it again in SharePoint. I know this isn't ideal, but it is a way for you to start mocking up information, especially if you don't have the permissions or privileges in your tenant itself. And there were some questions around why you should design in Figma versus SharePoint. Again, evaluate if this is the right solution for your team. It's a very useful tool for those that have a design background, familiarity with Figma, maybe they have a design team that they're working with. And this was a way to explore different options on your site without being limited by admin privileges or tenant restrictions, as well as avoiding exposing any organization data. So again, feel free to look at the tool, see if it's the right solution for you and go from there. And then we have resources. Again, we mentioned the AKA link for the Web UI Kit, so you can get directly to that in the Figma community. We also have a number of past tech community posts that talk about what is in each of those releases. So a little bit more elaboration beyond what you see in the changelog on the file itself. So I'll post those links in chat right after this. And then finally, if you are someone who has used the Web UI Kit in the past, or you are planning to use it, we would really love to hear your feedback. It's a short 5-minute form. If you're interested in talking with us more about your use of this UI Kit or others in your SharePoint experiences, we would love to hear that. So I will also post a link to that in chat, and feel free to send me any questions that you have. And with that, I will hand it back over to Vesa.